well-adjusted as I am. Why does he persist in such a story?
There must be a reason for that, no?
Unless I imagined it all. Is that possible?
I think you're as well-adjusted as he is.
Oh, God. Did you ever find it prudent to worship yourself rather than be thought of as a heretic? Now, that would be something. There.
Other times Christianity was heresy. I had to pretend other faiths.
And what does Jesus have to say to those present who find it difficult to believe in him?
Believe in what he tried to teach, without rigmarole. Piety is not what the lessons bring to people, it's a mistake they bring to the lessons. It's getting to be night, so there's stuff to carry, it's a long drive.
I'll help.
You have a destination, John? Never mind, I won't ask.
Someone mentally disturbed might imagine a fantastic background, an entire life, and sincerely believe it. The man who thinks he's Napoleon does believe it. His true identity takes a backseat to his delusion and the need for it. If that's the case with John, he has a severe delusion.
Organized brilliantly. Has an answer for everything.
It might involve a rejection of his father, of his entire early past, replaced by this fantasy.
But he says he can't remember his father.
Precisely. Why?
I'm sorry, Professor. You said you thought he was sane.
Did I?
Could our caveman have a monkey on his back?
Drugs? Why? I didn't think of that.
No. I've done some consulting for Narcotics Division. I've seen a lot of people tripping. Whatever gives with John, I don't think it's that. I've looked for signs, not one.
Do cavemen really talk?
We think that language first came into existence maybe 60,000 years ago. The structure of caveman cultures is evidence of the ability to communicate verbally.
Oh, shut up.
Maybe it'd be easier if I were just...
Crazy? No.
It is fascinating. Brave attempt to teach Buddhism in the Western world. It's no wonder he failed. We're not ready for it.
You're talking like you believe him.
Well, it's possible, isn't it? Anything's possible. But we have two simple choices. We can get all bent out of shape, intellectualizing, bench-pressing logic, or we can relax and enjoy it. I can listen critically, but I don't have to make up my mind about anything. Do you think you do?
Well, we don't have any authorities on prehistory. We can't catch him on that.
There's authority on the Bible.
Dream on.
Thus, the lost years of Jesus. They didn't exist because he did. John put on the hat.
Look, I don't believe in angels and the nativity and the Easter star, but there are stories about the childhood of Jesus.
History hates about improvisation. Even sincere will fill in the gaps. It would have been easy back then to falsify past. A few words, credulity, and time would do the rest.
Now you're talking as if you believe him.
Well, look at the popular myth about the Kennedy assassination. In just a few short years, the whole conspiracy, the CIA, the Mafia, Marilyn Monroe, a mystique that will never go away.
It's always been a small step from a fallen leader to a god.
No one would deify Kennedy. We're too sophisticated for that.
We are. We are.
Well, John, at least you're fulfilling one prophecy about the millennium.
What's that?
Here you are again.
You like the fire, Joe?
Never outlived. I had a fireplace. last thing I didn't pack. Thought I might need it.
Would the rite of spring be more appropriate? What?
You have 4 men of science totally baffled, my friend. You don't know what to make of you.
Did you know that Voltaire was the first to suggest that the universe originated in a gigantic explosion? Not that he was right, according to Paul. And Goethe was the first to suggest that spiral nebulae were actually swirling masses of stars, which we now call galaxies. Funny how new concepts in science sometimes find their first tentative expression in the arts.
So did Beethoven do physics on the side?
He used to sit around in front of his legless piano, surrounded by apple cores and orange peels.
So here we are on the floor listening to Beethoven. Full circle.
You don't have any religious beliefs, John, or you haven't given it much thought?
You don't get there by thought.
You have faith.
In a lot of things.
Do you have faith in the future of the human race?
I've seen species come and go. It depended on their balance with the environment.
We've made a mess of it.
There's still time. If we use it right.
Christianity has been a worldwide belief for 2,000 years.
How long did the Egyptians worship Isis? The Sumerians Ishtar? Sacred cows wander freely in parts of India as reincarnated souls. In a few thousand years, they'll be barbecued and souls will be in squirrels.
You weren't Jesus.
If it rains, you
It's not
better.
going to rain.
How do you know?
I don't smell it.
Were you ever, were you ever a medicine man?
I was shaman a few times. I've revealed a lot of truths in order to eat better.
Is that all what religion is to you? A way to sell hope and survival?
The Old Testament sells fear and guilt. The New Testament is the great work of ethics put into my mouth by better poets and philosophers than I am. But the message isn't practiced. The fairy tales build churches.
And the name Jesus. Did you pick that out of a hat?
I call myself John. I almost always do. But as tales of the resurrection spread, the names confused the Hebrew Yochanan, meaning God is gracious. My stay on earth was seen as divine proof of immortality. That led to God is salvation, or in Hebrew, Yeshua, which in translations became my proper name from late Greek Yesos to late Latin Jesus, finally medieval Latin Jesus. It was a wonder to watch.
You never claimed to be the Son of God.
It started as a schoolhouse and ended as a temple. I said I had a master who was greater than myself. I wanted to pass along what I had learned. I never said he was my father. I never claimed to be king of the Jews. I never walked on water. I never raised the dead. I never spoke of the divine except in the sense of human goodness on earth. No wise men came from the east to worship at a manger. I did do a little healing using some Eastern medicine I learned.
The 3 wise men first appear in a myth about the birth of the Buddha.
I should be home kissing my wife. We're trapped by your story, John. Hoping for an outcome, I guess. Are there more revelations to come?
Just like old times.
You weren't Jesus.
Quote the Sermon on the Mount.
Sure. Which version do you want? Darby, New American Standard, King James?
You know all of them?
No. My point is, no one knows the one. Not even me. I did do some teaching one day from a hill. Not many stayed to listen, but the biblical Jesus said, "Who do you think I am?" He gave them a choice. I'm giving you one.
Were you?
If I said no, could you ever be sure?
turn that off, please? This has gone far enough. No, this has gone much too far. These people are very upset, John. I don't believe you're delusional. But what you are saying is just not true. That leaves only one explanation. The time has come when you must admit this is a hoax, a lie. Isn't that true? If you don't stop this now, if you can, I'll be convinced you need a great deal of attention. I can have you committed for observation. You know that. I'm asking you now. I demand it. Tell these people the truth. Give them closure. It's time, John. Please.
End of the line. Everybody off.
What?
I'm sorry, it's a story. It's only a story.
Oh, man.
Another fairy tale?
Oh my God.
Oliver? But why? Why didn't even have meet you?
You had us wondering if you were sane and you call this just a story? Whether they gave you that half-baked asinine idea?
At least you're relieved I'm not enough.
Well, I may have preferred it.
You gave me the idea, all of you.
Again.
Edith saw my fake Van Gogh,
You told me.
and she commented that I never aged. Art gave me the book on early men. You spotted the bureau and said, their stones could speak.
I knew it.
I got the notion and ran it past you to check your reactions. It went too far.
Too far? Check my reaction.
And you asked if I was a figure in religious history. You asked if I created future identities. You asked if I might have ever seen somebody like myself. We were chasing our tails around the maypole, enjoying the mystery, the analytical stretch. You were playing my game, and I was playing yours.
Well, I have to admit, you're good. Whew. You had us posing. Yeah, you know those Chinese boxes? One inside of the other, inside of the other? I feel like I'm in the last box. You son of a bitch! Why did you do it to us?
I was worried about you.
I know. I was tempted to cop out a dozen times, but I wanted to see if you could refute what I was saying. I had the perfect audience, a biologist, an anthropologist, an archaeologist, a Christian literalist.
I'm not staying here. I'm getting out of here now. Oh.
Do you plan to write the story?
If I do, I'll send you copies.
Well, you can keep mine. You're a lunatic. I don't know you.
Well, it was nice seeing you again, Dr. Ullman. Your name's upon, isn't it? Old man. Did it help your story idea?
Linda!
Ah. Art's half right.
Which half? Well, at least I don't have to throw out half of everything I know about biology.
Which half?
Such a beautiful story, so rich with possibilities.
Maybe you should do a paper on it, Doc.
Maybe I will interview you in a padded room for more details. You may still need help, my friend.
You're full of it.
That would sound pretty good.
They believe you because they have to. You can't destroy their universe. The one thing I know is you would never use people, abuse their goodwill and intelligence like they think you've done to them.
Psych 101?
Woman, one-on-one. So you're a pretty fast liar. Are you still Mr. Ung? What is your real name?
Believe it or not, the sound was John.
Why did you cave to Gruber?
What had happened was enough. what I wanted, but not surprising.
14,000 years old? I bet that's a lot of women.
Are we counting?
I'm taking Edith home. Sandy?
I'll stay.
Are you, sorry about some of the things you said?
I'm sorry I said it.
Well, he's a good Christian. Oh, John, you did a terrible thing. But we're very grateful that you're okay, even Art. He just hates things he can't understand.
John, you're a sadist. But I enjoyed chasing my tail around the maypole, even though that's all I caught. In any case, John, good luck. I do wish you the best.
Zen?
I don't know. Something about this. Something about you. You know, the longer I think about it, I'm not in that Chinese box anymore. I sense space, kind of latitude in what we happily call reality, in which, as everyone keeps saying, anything is possible. Not a word, please. I'm going home and watch Star Trek for a dose of reality. Good luck wherever all this brings you. Drop me a line. Let me know how you're making out.